guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. And for this video, we are going to talk about January 2022 Bring Back My Bar. Now, I've been melting Scentsy for a long time, and when this particular list, this round of Bring Back My Bars came out, I knew half of the original 25 I really didn't like. So as much as I wanted to bring you the entire consultant kit, in person before January 1st, I could not justify the price of all of the bars, knowing that about half of them I really don't care for. So we're gonna go through the list. I have a few here that I really do have in the house that we'll sniff together, and we'll also talk about the 10. Actually, one of those or two of those I have in this pile that I already own, of bars that are club exclusive. So let's get started. I'm just going to read down the list, and if I happen to have it, I will pop the clamshell out to show you. So first off is Ambrosia. And Scentsy says, like sweetest fruit salad ever. Tropical pineapple, mandarin orange slices, juicy pears, and ripe Concord grapes with hints of jam and fruit nectar. Now, my only experience with Ambrosia was an ancient bar that my mother dug up at a garage sale. I hope it was old and gross, because all I got out of the bar, and I tried melting it a couple times, was the scent of the red marker from the fruit marker pack when I was about 8 years old, so like late 80s. Not something I want in my house. So if you really like that sort of fake maraschino cherry red marker smell that went with like the blueberry and the grape and all the other ones as a kid, knock yourself out. I don't care for Ambrosia. Banana nut bread. Now, banana nut bread, I don't mind, but my younger daughter hates it, so I'm kind of not allowed to burn it. So that one, right from the oven with ripe bananas, nuts, and spices, I don't mind it. I like it best probably mixed with vanilla bean buttercream, because fake banana is not really my thing, but it is a nice balance of the banana and the spice, and if you love banana scents, I think it's a great one. It does last a good long time. Banana berry. Lusciously sweet banana cream layered with succulent strawberries. I have not smelled that. I have heard good things about it from other reviewers. I've watched quite a few videos since I didn't get the kit, trying to get some idea of what some of these are going to be like to recommend them to you if I have not smelled them. So banana berry is the banana cream with the strawberries, and people say that if you like strawberry banana, it's very good, but it's not a very strong performer. Next is Bananarama, sweet golden ripe bananas. And everybody says it just smells like banana Laffy Taffy. So if you like banana Laffy Taffy, have at it. Blue raspberry ice. Now, I don't have the clam, but I have melted this, and it's actually pretty good. Again, my experience with it was an older bar that someone had given me. Actually, I think it was my director. At one point when I was one of her customers, there was a huge delay in a shipment, and I was almost out of spring and summer bars, and my sweet director mailed me an entire box of just bars, just random bars, and I think one of these was in there, and it was really good. So there's a long description, but the idea is it's a red, white, and blue ice pop. So it has icy white lemon, blue raspberry, and sweet cherry. So if you like that sort of summer bomb pop smell in your house, I think that one is actually really, really good if you like that kind of scent. Next is Blueberry Rush. A sweet surge of ripe blueberries leads a luscious bouquet of lively cranberry, blackcurrant, and pomegranate. Now, I had heard about Blueberry Rush for years. Never bought it until whenever it was the last time it came back and Bring Back My Bar. I'm not personally a fan, and unfortunately, I ended up attaching a pretty funny scent memory to it, so I thought you guys might like the story. So my brother and my sister-in-law, they live up in Traverse City, where we're in Michigan, quite a ways away from where we are. And we rented a little cabin across the street from Torch Lake one time. And it was sort of one of those vacations where you remember it fondly, but all sorts of crazy things happened. Like when we went out on the lake, it was storming, and we lost power to the cabin. So I belted Blueberry Rush that weekend, hoping to create a really nice memory. And it's sort of sweet and sour kind of a memory. Like some of it was really good, and some of it like losing power in a rainstorm when it's like 95 degrees outside, not so great. So I didn't like Blueberry Rush anyway. So for me, not really a fan. But if you like Berry Bright, this one is very similar. I think I prefer Berry Bright, but I'm not really into the spring summer scents and all the berries and the fruity. It's sort of low on my priority list. So a lot of people love Blueberry Rush. So if you have previous experience with scents of that kind, you might really enjoy it. Next is Boho. Now, I believe that Boho was in either the first or the second catalog when I was just getting into being a consumer with Scentsy. It says, a bohemian fragrance of clove-studded winter apples entwined with juicy black plums, candied mulberries, and cinnamon sticks. Sounds totally up my alley. I'm really excited to try this. I do believe I've had a bar, but it's been so long that I barely remember it. I've heard some of the consultants say it's not quite as strong as you would think from the description, so I will be ordering 1 or maybe 2 bars of this and really looking forward to trying it. Next in our list is Bubblegum. Bubblegum, the scent of baseball card bubblegum, sugar, cotton candy, and a hint of mint. Whoever really enjoys this, I hope that you get a whole bunch of it, because I don't think it's one that I would enjoy. I have not smelled it. I'm not going to go out of my way to get it. Probably not something that I personally would like. Casting spells. Now, I've heard so much about this. This is the bar of controversy in this round. A bewitching blend of apple drizzle, roasted pears, and cinnamon bark. A couple reviewers love it. Most reviewers say there's sort of a rotten smell hiding under the surface. So I'll probably get a bar just because I have to try it, and then I'll see what the verdict is. Cherry Almond Pie, Orville's favorite dessert. Graham cracker, sweet almond, cream, and cherries. Now, I've smelled cherry almond pie. I love almond. Like, almond croissant is amazing. I like cherry. This one was so strong, and I like strong scents, that it gave me a headache. My mom ended up ordering the bar. She liked it, but she had to use it in such small doses that if you like super strong, I think you would love it. It is a very nice scent. I just wish that it wasn't quite so intense, because it literally made me ill. So you can see why I didn't order this pack. Cherry Limeade. I actually have that one. It's right here. This is super strong. Oops, let's put it over there. Cherry Limeade. Zesty key lime, sweet cherry, and juicy berry. Delicious scent reminiscent of a soda fountain drink. Yes, yes, and yes. It's very good. It's so strong, though, for me, that I usually melt it in the basement in small quantities. I already have this. I appreciate it, but I don't use it often, so I'm not going to order more. But this is good, especially if you really like fruity scents and you like them strong. It's very nice. Coconut Cotton. Sun-warmed cotton, creamy coconut milk, bright citrus, and white sandalwood transport you to a cabana on a tropical beach. I have smelled it. I have warmed a little bit of it. I think I ended up regifting it to my mom. I couldn't deal with laundry and coconut. I couldn't put them together. It just, in my mind, was like cognitive dissonance. Couldn't do it. So some people love this one because maybe they already are laundry lovers and they could deal with the coconut in there. So enjoy. Grape Granita. I have not smelled this. Sun-warmed grape and pineapple with undertones of honeysuckle. Most people get like 90-95% grape, and then they say that that little bit of floral helps it out. I can't recommend or not recommend it because I have never smelled it. My guess is that it's probably not for me because I'm not into heavy fruit. Next is Huckleberry and Clementine. This one intrigues me. I'm really hoping to get a bar of this. Huckleberry preserves, clementine, and a sprig of strawberry vine. Again, reviewers are saying that this doesn't have the sweetness that you would think of like Huckleberry and Clementine. I'm thinking it would be almost like a jam, but people are saying that it's actually pretty fresh because of the strawberry vine undertone. So I'm hoping to get a bar of that and tell you what I think. Huckleberry Sage. Now, I have heard lots about this from several different very prominent reviewers, and Lisa Roberry, it was her first heartbreak. I've tried it. I don't mind it, but I don't think I'm going to get another bar. It's tart ruby cranberry, sweet purple huckleberry, and dusted silver sage. It's nice, but it just didn't like light up my world. Mandarin Moon. I am so excited about this. I love spice and I love orange. And even though I've said I love sweet orange pomander, it doesn't smell like sweet orange pomander. So between Mandarin Moon and the one that's farther down the list here, which is another spiced orange scent, I'm hoping one of those actually smells like a spiced orange pomander. So Mandarin Moon, spirited cinnamon, glowing ginger, sweet orange, and star anise. So this one from other reviewers seems to be spicier. It has the ginger, it's got the star anise. and I'm sure that I will love it. They keep saying it smells like a fall scent, so I'm gonna get a bar of that and hopefully then put more in my club if I love it. Maui Mist. Of all the ones in this top 25, this is the most unusual bar. When I first smelled it, I didn't think I was gonna like it. It came back in a summer, bring back my bar, I think 3 years ago, maybe 4. Creamy bouquet of rose, lilac, wood, and musk drizzled with creamy vanilla. Weird combo, very weird. If you've ever, and I don't burn incense, but if you've ever either burned incense or been in a store where that classic incense stick that's on the little tray, it smells a lot like Maui Mist. It's got this weird combination of that smoky, incensey wood plus all the florals. And the more that you melt Maui Mist, or at least in my experience, the more you like it. At first you think, I don't know if this is a good or a bad smell, and then you need more. So I'm actually really glad to get a couple more bars because I miss it. It's not super strong. And again, really be prepared for the strange mixture of the floral with the woodsy incense stick quality. It's very, very neat. Midnight Fig. I'm excited about this because I usually like earthy scents, so I think I want to order a bar and try it. Earthy ripened figs, golden berries tempered by musky woods will open your eyes and captivate your senses. And people say it's really earthy, so sometimes earthy gives a dirty smell that I can't do, but most of the time I love it. So, oh gosh, what was it? There was a fig scent a couple fall winter catalogs ago that was green, and the name is escaping me. I wanted to like it so much, but it was a little bit too much. It had rosemary and fig and something else in there, and I kept melting it, and eventually it ended up in the basement. So I know this is a long video. Pink Haze. I have Pink Haze also because my daughter loves it. This is a really beautiful bar. It's just girly. It makes me think of like a 6-year-old in a tutu with her wand and her unicorn, headband. Just beautiful. Confection of berries, nectarines, vanilla-laced whipped cream, and marshmallow fondant. Not super strong. Melted in a smaller space. Does last a good long time, but it's like a medium to medium low performer. Very, very pretty. Very unusually different. Woohoo. Okay, what's next? Ooh, salted caramel cupcake. This one's really, really good. We only have a few cubes of it left. This is such a good balance of creamy golden caramel, hints of cocoa, sea salt, and cupcake. Yes, yes, yes to all those things. Very nice. Medium level performer, strong enough to be pleasant in most rooms, maybe not a huge open room. Not too sweet, not too salty, just a really good, solid bakery bar. I think if you like bakery, that one is definitely a winner. Shimmer. Now, I have not smelled Shimmer. Probably one of my daughters will want to try it because this seems like their kind of scent. Get your girly girl on. Sweet cherries, velvety apricots, sensual white musk crowned with the tiara of shimmering spun sugar. Need I say more? That's quite the quite the descriptive line. So I don't know what it smells like. Can't really tell you. It doesn't seem to be quite as sweet from what I'm getting from people as Pink Haze or Sugar, which is down here a couple more. All right, next, Simply Vanilla. Now, I am putting Simply Vanilla in my club. I have a couple ancient cubes. These have almost got a waxy smell because they're so old, but this is just one of those that you shouldn't be without. It's like your best pair of brown boots or your black leather jacket. You just gotta have it. It has to be in your fragrance wardrobe. So get yourself some Simply Vanilla. It's beautiful and it mixes with everything. Okay, Spiced Orange Harvest. I am probably between Boho and this one of things I've never smelled. These are the two I want to smell the most. Strong sweet orange spiced with cloves and cinnamon. Now, I've listened to, as I said, many reviewers. A lot of them say the Spiced Orange Harvest is less spice, more orange, and almost oodles of orange, kind of orange, which really excites me because it might be a good all year round scent. So I really want to get some of that. Next is Sugar, which I do have a clam of. Fruity blend of lemon drops and cotton candy. It is such an interesting smell because it smells like cotton candy and it smells like lemon drops, but how they get that to smell so pretty and sweet instead of like a bad toothache, I don't know, but they do. It's very nice. Medium level performer, ticks along well, very good, especially if you like sweet, fruity, I'm sorry, not really fruity, but sweet, candy, kind of perfumey smells. Very nice. Okay, Thunderstorm, very refreshing, sharp, spicy outdoor fragrance like the breeze in a storm. I've smelled it, I've melted it, gives me a headache. Personally, it's too aggressive. I love summer rain. I should have kept it in my club and I took it out. This one though, if you really like outdoorsy and fresh, that's unique. Thunderstorm is very, very unique, so it's good. All right, so then after all of those, there are the special bars. And I'm so grateful that they did these because the ones that I have been looking for years to come back, a lot of them are in here. Some of them I've never smelled. Some of them I have heard so much press about, and some of them I have smelled. The first one, you have to have a Scentsy Club to do this. My recommendation is if you don't want a Scentsy Club for forever, that you do a shipment when these come out, that you go and you register yourself for a club, you get your shipment, and then you can cancel it at any time, no problem. So I'm personally probably going to be using my every 2-month club, which I don't have anything in right now, to order all of these. I have an every 3-month, which is a quarterly club. It's ridiculously huge. Probably I'll trim that down, and then the ones of these that I like, you can combine your clubs, and you be careful when you do that so that you do it correctly and you don't lose anything that you didn't want to cut. But you can combine these down the road. So I will be ordering these on the 1st. There is some sort of a caveat about not available for immediate shipment. I don't really know what that means because normally if I start a different type of club, either once a month or once every 2 months, and I just use that as a special order shipment, ships out right away and I get it immediately. Whereas the club that I always keep that I never cancel, that one just comes, I think mine's like the middle of the month and then I get it by the end of the month, which is kind of a drag. But anyway, so Aussie Plum, Bora Bora Blossom, Caramel Pear Crisp, Hendrix, My Home, Oats and Honey, Simply Rose, Southern Evening, Toffee Buttercrunch, and World Traveler. So many of these are so good. So Aussie Plum I haven't smelled. I don't know if I'm going to pick out a bar of this or not. Melange of juicy plum, pink grapefruit, tart pomegranate, and smooth vanilla. It sounds wonderful. Bora Bora Blossom, which I've heard good things about this. I've not smelled this one either. Get lost in a balmy combination of succulent island fruits, lush orchid, balanced with a kiss of fresh green violet leaf. Caramel Pear Crisp, I've never smelled this. I'm putting, I think, 2 bars in my order in my club, and I'm hoping I love it. Perfectly ripe pear, juicy nectarine, blanketed in brown sugar crust and topped with a dollop of warm caramel cream. Hendrix. Oh, if I have another Scentsy heartbreak besides Cozy Fireside, it's Hendrix, and it's coming back. Woo! Rock and roll with an electrifying blend of earthy patchouli. There's not too much patchouli in it unless you're a patchouli hater. It is nicely mixed with the glowing sandalwood, the bold pink pepper, and sweet tobacco flower. I love this smell. It is so rich and so deep, and it's the kind of masculine smells I like. Like, I don't like Mystery Man. I do like My Hero. My husband really enjoyed Echo, so I have a couple bars of that from Bring Back My Bar, but Hendrix is the masculine smell that I love it. So I will be putting this probably in my 2-month club, and I'm gonna put a bar in my quarterly club that I'm gonna be keeping forever and forever. My Home, a new name for our favorite spicy cinnamon and floral scent, a must try. I've smelled this. I don't like it. I don't like how the floral competes with the cinnamon, but if you like Yankees Home Sweet Home and you're okay with more floral, I think that's kind of what they were going for. I prefer Yankees version. Oats and Honey. Haven't smelled this, but I've heard so much noise about it because there was this perfect oatmeal smell that came out a couple of Bring Back My Bars ago. Oh, it was so bad. I couldn't even use the whole bar. The Oats and Honey, I guess, is the good version of something along those lines. So I'll be getting a bar, and I've heard that it just has a golden brown bakery, wonderful profile. So I'm hoping that it lives up to the press and that I will keep that in my club. Simply Rose. Woohoo, is this strong? Simply Rose. All roses all the time. Just like the Ancient Crabtree and Evelyn Rose Body Wash. And that is very pretty. This is pretty in small doses. You could use like half a cube and get your rose fixed like for the year. I do like it, that's why I have it, but I use it rarely because it is so strong. Anyway, all right, Southern Evening. Beautiful. Oh, you know what? I didn't even tell you what was in Oats and Honey. Oats and Honey is a buttery mix of toasted oats, Tupelo honey, oven crisped with vanilla maple, supposedly really good. So, Simply Rose, open bud of classic floral fragrance. Yes, yes, and yes. Southern Evening. This one's a dark blue, and it reminds me a lot of the Bourbon and Bow Ties from Bath & Body Works. I like both of them, but I don't love them, and there are so many other choices here. I don't think I'm going to get a bar, but it's good, especially if you like complex kind of cologne-y floral spring summer scents. Like a trace of perfume, it's moody. Like a trace of perfume lingering sweetly in her wake, this romantic twirl of French lavender, geranium, subtle fruits, and white musk will prove an enchanting escape. Boy, somebody needs to make a movie out of this one. Anyway, very nice, very sophisticated. Toffee Buttercrunch. Okay, of all the ones except for Hendrix in this lineup, I have been hoarding this thing. hoarding and hoarding and hoarding. It's so good. Toffee Buttercrunch, salted caramel glaze, candied walnuts. I think that's the secret to this. It's not as sweet as a lot of the other toffee and caramel scents that Scentsy puts out. It's got just that little bit of groundedness from the walnuts. It is so good. I'm so happy it's coming back. And vanilla bean. All the ingredients for a delectable sensory confection here in one sweet, intoxicating fragrance you'll savor all season long. Yes. This is great. If you are addicted to bakery and you've never tried it, please try it. I think you will just adore it. That was the first smell that turned me on to bakery because I was really opposed to bakery when I started melting. This was hard for me to accept that I wanted like sweet, fake baked goods because I love to cook and I love to bake. So that kind of got me over the mental block and into the bakery world. And now I'm very happy. I like spice, woods, and bakery best. And then some fresh and very little of the fruity and the floral. There are a few, but it's got to be just right. So last but not least, World Traveler. This was an August scent of the month scent. Oh, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 summers ago. I think 4. Really good if you like a balance of oak and fruit. I love this one. I'm very glad it came back. It's sort of been in the back of my mind, like, I wonder if I'll ever be able to smell World Traveler again. It came out with the camera warmer. Blackberry, dark pomegranate, and oak bark. Really, really nice. So those are all of the bars. The first 25 are available for anyone to purchase on the 1st of January. Stock up. Enjoy all of them or some of them or only one. And then if you have a Scentsy club, you can put this last 10 that I read in your already existing club. You can start another frequency if you wanted to get those separately, which is what I'm going to do at least for a while till I figure out which ones I can't live without, and then I'll probably combine. Or you can start a Scentsy club, just get your first order. And then this is where I would caution you. If you do start a Scentsy club, you get your first order, don't kill it until you know that you don't want more. Because there are some of these that truly may never ever come back, like Hendrix or World Traveler. I just don't see those coming back. It's not like Sugar or even Simply Rose seems to pop up again. Simply Vanilla pops up all the time, like Gremlins to some people. Like, can't we have something else? Why does banana nut bread always come back? But some of these, I'm really glad they're here. They probably won't come again. Put them in a club. Enjoy them forever. And I really hope you guys really like your Bring Back My Bars. And when I get things, which will probably be closer to the middle of January, I will do a review video on the actual bars. Love y'all. Bye-bye.